Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of American Idol. The top 9 performed tonight. They got to sing songs from their idols, which really left it open for them to pretty much pick anything they wanted. So Stevie Nicks is the mentor. They had some footage of Jimmy Iovine and Stevie Nicks from like 100 years ago when they used to perform together or whatever they did together. Tommy Hilfiger. Oh, Tommy Hilfiger. What is wrong with you? They had a little video package of him trying to mentor to the contestants, and it seemed like on a soundstage they had this little mini rack sale set up, and he's like, oh, there's some men's clothes, there's some women's clothes, and basically, you know, if you guys want to wear the women's clothes, that's okay, and if you ladies want to wear the guys' clothes, that's okay too. Did I just say that twice? You know what I mean. Alright, so they opened the show with Colton, and apparently his idol is Lifehouse, and he sang everything. But not before Stevie Nicks grabbed him and said, "Don't cut your hair." What was all the whispering, you know, to the idols? It was just so weird. She's coming off a little creepy. Oh well. This was a worship song. It was very emotional. He cried. His grandpa was in the audience and he cried. The judges effing loved it. You know what? It was okay. I think the judges really got carried away in their critique of him. They were all like, oh, you have perfect pitch and blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, I don't agree with it, but the white jacket was quite nice. I can agree with that. All right, Skylar Lane up next. Miranda Lambert is her idol. Homer is just getting too excited right now. He can't contain himself. You need to sit down, sir. Alright, she sang Gunpowder and Lead, which apparently I think she sang during the auditions as well. She gave a great performance. It's pretty much what I expected out of her. Her jacket was cute as well, but you know what? Who's ever dressing her with those yards and yards of fabric covering her giant behind? Guess what? It's like when a bald guy wears a hat and never takes it off. We know what's under there. You don't have to cover it up. Just dress it up a little bit, but don't put the yards and yards of fabric. It's like a red arrow pointing to like, hello, there's something huge under here. Don't look. Look away, look away, look away. What is up with that? Alright, then they had their first trio of the night, and it was a tribute to Stevie Nicks. It was Colton, Philip, and Elise, and I thought they actually did a great job. This was my favorite trio of the night. Now, Heejun was up next, and he's got a new plan. He's going to start taking this seriously. He wants to be the judge's bitch. Alright, so his idol is Donny Hathaway, and he sang A Song for You. He did a great job, but it wasn't perfect. But that's the type of song that the judges wanted to hear from him. I absolutely hate that he sold out to the judges. So did Homer. He's going F-nuts on a pen on the floor right now. I wish he just would have been himself. I hate that. Sell out. Alright, Jason Derulo's trotted out. He's got a giant neck brace on. With rhinestones and whatnot. Apparently he broke his neck. He wrote a song though. It's called Undefeated. It's also unfinished. So he says he wants the fans to help him finish, and he's actually going to sing it on the finale of this season. Alright, so Holly was up next, and Carrie Underwood is her idol. And she is going to cover Jesus Take the Wheel. It was okay. Randy didn't like it. J-Lo did. Steven wished she chose something else, which to me means he really didn't like it. There was no standing ovation for the judges. Hello, you give a standing ovation to Heejun and you don't give one to Holly? Something's wrong here. I know! Alright, DeAndre was up next, singing Eric Benet. Sometimes I Cry. Ryan was so clever with his leaf blower, he could barely pick it up. Blow the hair. Alright, So, I'm sorry, judges, but to give a standing ovation for someone who sings like his nuts are trapped in the tightest vice in the world, sorry, I don't get it. It just doesn't do it for me, at least not a whole song worth of it anyway. Come on. J-Lo wants him around for a few weeks. She didn't say she wanted him to win. She says she wants him around for a few more weeks. Okay. Jessica Sanchez, her idol is Beyonce, and she covered Sweet Dreams. I thought she did a good job. However, Tommy Hilfiger, what are you thinking? I don't like the tail on that dress, and whoever choreographed all those doors and then her walking through again at the end and closing it behind her, it came off really weird. I don't know. Time for the next trio. And that would be DeAndre, Heejun, and Joshua, and they were paying tribute to Michael Jackson. Most of the medley, Heejun seemed a little confused. Well, maybe a lot confused. I don't think he knew what was going on. The choreography was a total hot mess. But DeAndre was pretty good in this. Alright. Philip was up next. I freaking love him. He sang Johnny Lang's Still Raining. I thought it was a great song choice for him. He knows where he's going. This is who he should be idolizing. It was a great performance. Steven Tyler even managed to stand up, even though I'm sure his ass was dead at this point of the show, because it's a pretty long show. It's still 2 hours and there's only 9 people. Alright, Joshua Ledet. He sang Mariah Carey. I was a little surprised he chose that, Without You. Apparently that's not her song. It's a cover that she covered. So he's covering a cover of a real song. I thought it was a great performance. He cried. I cried. I loved his jacket, even though it was a little bit too small for him. I'm kind of thinking it was a girl jacket. I wonder if they make that in a guy jacket, too. Alright, the final trio of the night. That was Holly, Jessica, and Skylar. They paid tribute to Madonna. I thought it started out really good with Jessica singing Like a Prayer, but then it slowly died a painful death, and it was like the girls had no energy towards the end, and it was just like, oh, please, somebody give them the shot, put it down already. It was not good at the end. Okay, other than that, alright, so Elise closed the show. She sang Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love, which I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs. It was the best of the night. Homer thinks so too. When he sticks his tail in my face, that means he really liked it. Alright, so she was amazing. She had total command of the stage. She was a winner. That's why they put it last, because there's no coincidence to how they stage these shows, who goes first and last and all that. She deserved the sweet spot. So tomorrow night, somebody's unfortunately going to have to go home. Who's your favorite and who's your least favorite? I'm going to have to say my favorite of the night was Elise. And my least favorite, I'm sorry, DeAndre. It just didn't do it for me. So let me know in the comments what your best and worst was. And until tomorrow night, much love.